news that's happening in Louisburg, Kansas. Our Betsy Webster has arrived where streets are now blocked off and police have a home surrounded. So, Betsy, we've heard there's someone inside who may be armed. What can you tell us from what you've learned, and what can you see from your vantage point?
Well, I'm about to get some more information from a police lieutenant who should be joining us any minute now, but I want to show you what you can see behind us. We're at Amity and Broadway, and you can see that they are using some KDOT employees to direct traffic in either direction, north or south of this area. They have a highway patrol trooper here to assist as well. Now, the home is at South Elm and Amity. That's about 2 blocks to our east, and they have all of this Main Street blocked off for about 4 blocks from Broadway over to Metcalf. They say this began as a domestic violence situation. They're not aware of any injuries, but someone in the home may be armed. Now, it's a little bit more complex than that. I'm going to let you hear from Lieutenant Dave Sander. And Lieutenant Sander, if you don't mind stepping over here in front of the camera, you can fill me in on how this came to be.
Okay, like I just told you a little bit ago, officers are over here investigating a domestic situation that kind of kicked off a couple of days ago. In the process, we learned that the subject had been going to the residence when he wasn't supposed to. Officers were checking the residence to make sure he had not returned, and the subject was there. He was armed. He made some threats to himself and others, and at that time everybody pulled back out, and now we're just trying to establish dialogue and get the situation under control. And
everyone else has been evacuated from the home safely?
Yes.
And what about the businesses? I understand that some of the businesses were evacuated and have closed.
Just those that were just right there because we had to block off anything so they can't even get customers there anyway. So we're just trying to make sure that everybody is in a safe situation.
So how do you handle this when you're dealing with someone? I mean, he was armed at the time when you came there, and you knew there was some history there. I understand that there was no violence today per se, but that there were some concerns about history of violence.
Yeah, that was part of the previous investigations. And again, like I said, today we were just trying to make sure everything was what it was needing to be, and that everything was safe. And again, the subject, we weren't anticipating him to actually be there, and he was.
So it's been about 3 hours now. How long do you typically wait to try to reach someone in the home before you decide to make forced entry?
Well, fortunately, they're trying to dialogue. We got other agencies, Johnson County Sheriff's Office, their deputies from there and their SORT team members are down here to assist with negotiators and stuff like that. So hopefully they can maintain that dialogue and get it resolved rather quickly. We just don't know.
All right. Thank you very much, and thank you for your time. So that is the situation. A domestic violence call from several days ago that they were investigating, and now trying to get this person out of the house safely. Reporting live in Louisburg, Kansas, Betsy Webster, KCTV 5 News.
Thanks, Betsy. Keep us updated.